So this right here, this is a $10,000 per month AI tech stack. And this, $0, completely free. I'm about to break down exactly which outbound system actually delivers results at every single budget level. No fluff, just ROI. So you can stop guessing, pick the right setup, and finally build a pipeline that you actually control. Let's dive in. Zero budget, zero excuses. What can you actually do when you literally can't spend a dime, but you still need to book meetings? Here's the reality. At this stage, you don't have fancy tools. What you have is time and urgency. That's your currency. Everything is manual. You're building your lead list inside a Google Sheet, scraping profiles one by one from LinkedIn's free filters. You're writing cold emails by hand using free ChatGPT prompts. You're setting reminders in your own calendar to follow up because there's no automation catching the slack for you. You're working straight out of Gmail, no warm-up tools, no deliverability protection, so you keep the volume low. We're talking 20 to 30 emails per day max. You're sending 10 to 15 LinkedIn connection requests per day, and when someone actually accepts, you send them a short, personalized message. Every single follow-up manually tracked in that same spreadsheet. Day 3 check-in, day 7 with a helpful resource, day 14 polite breakup, all on you. Zoom calls, free tier, phone calls, your own phone, taking notes, probably scribbling in a notebook or a Notion doc somewhere. It's scrappy, but here's the thing, it works. You're not optimizing for elegance here. You're optimizing for survival. And honestly, you don't need tools to validate your ideal customer profile, sharpen your messaging, or prove that you can convert a cold contact into an actual booked meeting. That's exactly why the $0 system works, but only if you're absolutely relentless. You're not just testing outbound. You're proving it by hand. You're refining your offer in real time. You're earning every single insight through pure effort. So here's what the breakdown looks like for the $0 per month system. Google Sheets, free. LinkedIn, free. ChatGPT, free. Gmail, free. Zoom, free. Notion, free. You can literally operate 100% free at this level by sticking to manual workflows and the basic versions of each tool. All right, so now you've got a little budget. Not enough to go full enterprise, but enough to start building something that's actually repeatable. Where does that $1,000 make the biggest difference? Let's say you've been scraping leads by hand. Now, you're pulling over 200 leads in just minutes using tools like Apollo, Ocean.io, or Sales Navigator. That alone saves you hours every single week and gives you real consistency. You're no longer guessing at email addresses. You're enriching and verifying them with Full Enrich or Prospeo. You're not manually searching for context anymore. Human Linker or Perplexity surfaces talking points that help your messages actually feel timely and relevant. Speed is great, but speed without relevance, that just gets ignored. So how do you actually make these outbound touches work? Imagine writing cold emails that sound almost right, but still feel kind of generic. That's what happens when you rush personalization. With Human Linker or Perplexity in the mix, you're not just dropping in a company name, you're calling out a funding round. Or quoting something the buyer said online last week. A rep could open Human Linker, see that a prospect just posted about new funding, and boom. They tailor the opening line of their next email around that exact update. Instead of generic follow-ups, they know exactly what to reference and why it actually matters. So every touch feels personal and data-backed. Your secondary domains are already pre-warmed and ready to send through SmartLead, Instantly, or Lemlist. You're automating a full multi-channel sequence. Day 1, email. Day 3, LinkedIn request. Day 7, follow-up. Day 10, direct message. And setup plus deliverability, all managed through Maildoso or Zapmail, which means you can safely send over 100 emails per day without any spam risk. And because everything's integrated, replies get tracked. Clicks get logged, you finally know what's actually working. Every insight from Human Linker and Perplexity refines your messaging, your targeting, your follow-up timing. At this level, you're not just sending more, you're learning more. You personalize at scale, track what converts, and build a feedback loop that sharpens your entire system. Now you want to go even deeper? Add content. Tools like EasyGen or Clio generate LinkedIn posts that build credibility. Canva Pro gives you branded visuals that boost response rates, and Loom or Tela.tv lets you drop a quick 30-second video to stand out in those crowded inboxes. Finally, when someone's ready to buy, you're not sending some janky PDF, you're using PandaDoc or DocuSign. Trackable, professional, fast. So here's the cost breakdown for the $1,000 per month system. Apollo.io, $79. Ocean.io, $79. Sales Navigator, $100. Full Enrich, $55. Prospeo Starter Plan, $39. Human Linker, $39. Then you've got Maildoso, Zapmail, Instantly, Lemlist, and SmartLead. Each of these runs about $99, so that's $495 in total. Perplexity, $30. EasyGen or Clio, $50. Canva Pro, $15. Loom, $10. PandaDoc, $19. Google Workspace, $7. Zoom Pro, $13.33. Notion, $10. Put it all together, and these tools combine outreach automation, enrichment, personalized messaging, and smooth document flow for around $1,000 a month. All right, so if $1,000 builds you a machine, what happens when you put 10,000 behind it? This is where Outbound stops being just a process and starts becoming a full-blown revenue engine. Now you've got reps running multiple campaigns at once, but your calendar still looks like absolute chaos. You don't need more hands, you need orchestration. Every tool talks to your CRM, every campaign gets tracked, every drop in reply rate triggers a workflow. And attribution, it's not some spreadsheet guess anymore, it's campaign level clarity. At 10K, you don't just have an outbound process, you have a revenue engine, you're running multi-domain, multi-channel, AI-assisted systems with full CRM sync, job change alerts, and campaign level attribution. You start using tools like Common Room or Trigify to know exactly who to target, when to engage, and how to convert. Powered by the most informed go-to-market AI. Never miss a signal again and give your team an unfair pipeline advantage. Then you enhance your top of funnel with tools like Alta that leverage data and AI to drive business growth 24/7. Building an outbound pipeline, qualifying inbound leads via calls, freeing up your sales teams to close deals, and delivering insights across all your revenue functions. And by integrating Clay, you can take advantage of Claygent to scrape the web at scale. Live like never before. Never miss a data point again. But Outbound doesn't stop when someone replies. Your reps still have to show up and actually convert. So what if every call became a coaching session? Think about a sales call where the rep misses a buying signal or forgets to ask about budget. That's a deal slipping right through your fingers. Now imagine Sybil or Blue Dot Note Taker whispering in your rep's ear mid-call, flagging next steps, noting objections, highlighting tone shifts, all in real time. Managers aren't sitting around waiting for call reviews. They're getting feedback loops live. Tools like Blue Dot and Sybil turn every discovery call into a coaching moment. Live, not after the fact. This is where execution becomes absolutely airtight. Manual steps don't just slow things down, they introduce failure points. So what happens when the system actually takes over? Let's say a rep forgets to follow up again, or someone replies and no one sees it for 3 days. That's not just a mistake, that's revenue lost. Now, every reply triggers the next step. Every clicked link sends a nudge. Contracts get tracked and reminders go out automatically. You don't need reps to remember. The system remembers for them. At 10K, every missed reply, every clicked link, every unsigned contract triggers a follow-up automatically. With SmartLead, Circleback, and PandaDoc in play, the system drives momentum even when your team's completely offline. You've got the tools, the team, and the tactics. But do you actually know what's working? Without visibility, you're just guessing at scale. Picture this, 2 campaigns running side by side. One generates 5 meetings, one gets totally ignored, but your dashboard lumps them together as just sent. Now you bring in momentum or data fast. You're not just logging activity anymore, you're attributing results. You can say with complete certainty which sequence, which rep, and which channel actually drove pipeline. Momentum or DataFast don't just tell you what happened, they tell you what's working. They act as your AI revenue orchestration platform, capturing structured data from every customer interaction, routing insights in real time, and automating execution across your entire revenue stack. Here's the cost breakdown for the $10,000 per month system. Alta 1500, ChatGPT Pro 200, Maildoso 100, Full Enrich 55, Common Room 2500, Clay 720, Trigify 599, Sibyl or Blue Dot 500, SmartLead 600, PandaDoc 500, Momentum or DataFast 500. These tools feature large-scale multi-channel outreach, advanced analytics, orchestration, call intelligence, and real-time attribution. Serious enterprise teams with multi-rep environments will spend at least 7 to 10,000 per month for these systems, and often way more for customized packages. After all this, one question remains. Which of these systems should you actually use? Because what works at one stage can absolutely sink you at another. If you're starting from scratch, don't waste time shopping for tools. Discipline beats software every time. If you're doing 10 things at once, buy back your time. Automation isn't a luxury, it's survival. If you're scaling fast, you need clarity and orchestration. Otherwise, you're just throwing tools at chaos. The worst move, it's not picking the wrong system, it's trying to do all three at once. If you're scrappy and broke, start with discipline. If you've got $1,000, buy back your time. And if you've got 10,000, build the engine that prints pipeline and money. Each system works, but only if it matches your budget, your stage, and your priorities.